Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Domrick, man. And look, now back when 2K24 first came out, I dropped a 6-7 playmaker for y'all, and I said this was my ideal point guard build because it really had everything that I needed. I had a high midi, high 3-ball. The joint had a 98 pass accuracy, a 91 layup. The only thing is it didn't really have any defense on it. And even though I love the build, the more I played the game, started to understand how things work and gain experience, the more I realized the build wasn't optimized. And that's not to say it wasn't a quote-unquote good build, but it just wasn't as good as it could be. And that's usually the case for most players. I mean, you don't usually keep your day one build. Most players end up deleting it and remaking it or something like that. But I ended up deleting the build a couple of months ago to make space for a new build, and I instantly regretted it. And ever since, I've been debating with myself like, yo, look, do I really want to spend money and waste time making another build with 2K25 right around the corner? But I enjoyed playing on that build so much, I said, yo, look, I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. So as y'all can see, we're gonna go with a 6'7 point guard, 184 on the weight, and a 6'8 wingspan. Now for the finishing on the build, we're not gonna have any drive and dunk, but that's nothing new. So as y'all can see, we're gonna go with an 88 drive and layup and a 92 post control. And of course, y'all know that 92 post control gets you that gold unpluckable, and that was one of the main things I was missing on my original build. And when you're a bigger guard, you want to be able to put smaller players in the post for easy points or easy assists. Cause look, 9 times out of 10, they gon' need some help. Cause it ain't too many guards out there that put interior defense on their build to be able to defend post moves and post fades and all that. So having that post control on your build just adds a whole nother layer to your game, and it makes you that much tougher to guard. Now for the shooting on the build, I decided to rock out with the 97 midi and the 86 3-ball. Now my original build had a 98 midi, and although having Hall of Fame Deadeye would be cool, for my play style, as long as I got Hall of Fame blinders, gold Deadeye is more than enough for me to get the job done. And when I'm out there in the wreck on this build, man, I really feel like there's no such thing as a bad shot. And y'all know I love going to that step back, and with that Hall of Fame Space Creator Hall of Fame blinders, all these moving shots, pull-up shots, they're damn near automatic. Now the playmaking is the main reason why I wanted to remake this build to begin with. Because look, as a point guard in this game, bro, nothing beats having a super high pass accuracy. And I've played on everything from a 77 to a 98 pass accuracy, and these dudes out here telling y'all that a 77 is more than enough or whatever, they're crazy. And the only real way to understand the difference is to play on a build with a high pass accuracy for a little bit, and then go back to that build with the 77. I bet you'll never settle for that 77 again. But on this build, I decided to rock out with the 95 pass accuracy, man, and that's just so I could get that gold bailout. Cause once people realize your build can't dunk, they tend to want to help off more and try to come block your layup attempts. So the threat of a clean bailout pass is going to keep most defenders honest and make them really think about what they want to choose to give up. Now, as far as the defense goes, on my original build, I had no defense at all. I think I had like a 55 perimeter. But on this one, as y'all can see, we got a 75. So we got the bare minimum. We got bronze clamps, but we also got bronze immovable enforcer and all that as well. And that's because unlike my original build, this build actually has some decent strength on it. And for those who ain't hip yet, even on a guard build, I don't care if you're a small guard or tall guard, you want to put strength on it. Because look, if you don't put strength on your build, you're missing out on a whole new aspect of 2K's gameplay. And ultimately, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage out there. And y'all are going to see the benefits of strength once I get into the gameplay. But as y'all can see, man, when you go through with the build, you're going to get shades of Kirk Heinrich, Devin Booker, Jamal Murray, and the build is going to be called a playmaking 3-level threat. So as y'all can see, man, I'm currently at 94 overall, and here's a quick look at where I'm at with the build so far. So I pretty much got all my offense, and by my next cap, I should be able to get that 75 perimeter, and that's going to unlock the bronze clamps, bronze fast feet. You also get bronze challenger, so all those things combined should definitely help me play some better defense out there. But in this gameplay, man, y'all are going to be able to see what the build is capable of, but y'all are also going to see why this was my first and last game of the day. And I've been seeing a couple of people asking for longer gameplays, so today I'm gonna do less cuts, less edits, and just let the game kind of play out. But as y'all can see, they got damn near a whole team full of GOAT status players, and in the end, I know that really doesn't mean much, because like I tell you all the time, bro, most of the time when I get GOAT status players on my team, they're complete ass. But their whole team is shooting over 60%, so it's looking like it should be a pretty competitive game. And y'all can see I'm trying out a whole different camera angle right now as well. I'm playing on my career default, and I actually kind of like this camera. But y'all seen I hit the big man going down the middle for the easy 2 to start the game off, and that's what I'm looking to do when I'm on this build. I'm really looking to pass first and get my teammates some buckets. And that's why I really love this build, because it's really the best of both worlds. If I want to be a pass first player, I can do that. If I want to be a shoot first player, I can do that too. And I'm elite at both. 95 pass accuracy, elite playmaker. 97 mid-range, elite shot creator. And right off the bat right there, y'all see I went to the post game and he wasn't even expecting it. He didn't put a hand up or nothing. So that's guard up Hall of Fame, post fade phenom Hall of Fame, and that's an easy bucket. Cause look, in this game, bro, you gotta put a hand up. It doesn't matter if you're just standing there. You might get a 5%, a little 8% contest, but in the grand scheme, that doesn't mean anything. If the shooter knows their timing, they're gonna green the shot. And y'all are gonna see more examples of the same thing later in the gameplay. Now right here is something I never understand with these dudes in the rec. I'm already up here waiting for the inbound. Why is this dude running all the way up to come get the inbound? Like, I don't get it, bro. Just set up and space the floor out. Now right here, our big man pops out to the wing, right? But you can see that his man is still kind of guarding the paint. He's not really committed to guarding his man. So when I make this backdoor cut, now he has a decision to make. And that was how I read it, and that's why I made the cut. But as y'all can see, the help came from somewhere else. And I find the open man, and we get a great look at a bucket, but it just doesn't end up knocking it down. But y'all know my mentality, man. I'm not going to trip over one missed shot, especially early in the game, and especially on a good attempt like that. Because y'all already know, man, when you out here in a random wreck, all you can really hope for is good shot attempts. Because most of these dudes be out here chucking up bullshit. So as long as we playing smart ball and getting good looks, I'm satisfied, bro. You ain't gonna hit nothing from me. But they gonna put a 3 up right here and they end up missing it. So now we out on the break. Now peep this, right? I'm gonna hit this dude right here in the corner. Now if you don't want to shoot this because of the closeout, that's fine. But look how his man is guarding him. He's literally giving him the baseline. And this is why I always talk about knowing where you're going before you put the ball on the floor. If he just took a second to catch the ball and analyze how his defender was guarding him, he'd see he'd have an easy floater or an easy layup just going baseline. But instead he catches the ball, instantly puts it on the floor and runs right into the defense. And right here I was actually trying to hop step, but it put me into a floater animation that I wasn't expecting, and that would have been a bucket. But because it wasn't what I was trying to do, I kind of panic passed out of it. But the ball finds me again in the corner and I'm able to get a bucket off the step back. Now I don't know what it is about this camera angle, but I swear like my offense got better, but my defense is atrocious. And y'all can see he blew by me right there and got to the midi pull up, but luckily he smoked it. And as y'all can see, we got out on the break and I missed an easy one right there, and I could have sworn I greened it, but I'll just chalk it up to it being my first shot of the day. But even though we get the board, he ends up turning it over, and then they get out on the break and get them threes, and that's how you die out here in the wreck. If you miss a shot or if you turn the ball over, you gotta make sure you're getting back on D, because before you know it, you're gonna be down by 20. But for whatever reason, this dude right here, he looks like he wants to play the point, so it's fine with me, bro, because I know how to play off ball. And like I say all the time, I feel like I'm a better shooting guard than a point guard anyway. And with how this build is set up, it's really a combo guard. So if I need to play the 1, I can play the 1. If I need to play the 2, I can do that as well. And that's probably the main reason why I love this build so much, and ultimately why I decided to remake it. And if you follow the channel, you probably heard me say this before, but even though I might make a lot of shot creator builds and shot creator content and things like that, at my core, I'm really more of a pass first player. I mean, that's why my name is Domrick to begin with. But over the years of playing random rec with these dudes out here, I had no choice but to become a scorer. Because if you want to win games, you got to put the ball in the rim. And I can set these dudes up for wide open shots all day. But if they can't knock them down, how we gonna win the game? So with a build like this, I can really do both. I can start the game off passing and see if my teammates can get buckets or not. And if that ain't working, then I can look to be more aggressive and score myself. But look, we up one at the top of the second quarter, and y'all can see I'm playing through the contact. I bumped this dude off of me. I end up in front of him, or at least I think I'm in front of him. So I'm like, bet, this is an easy floater. But somehow he gets a block, which I think is complete bullshit. But luckily we get the rebound. I drive right there, kick it out to the open man, and thankfully he knocks it down. Now for whatever reason, I'm gonna end up trying to guard 2 people right here. I don't know what these dudes be doing. I don't know what they be looking at. But But every time I'm out here in the rec with these randoms, bro, there's always somebody wide open in the corner for 3. I don't get it. And I swear to y'all, that's the most annoying thing to watch in a rec. I'm just watching dudes in the corner wide open for 3 for no reason. It wasn't no rotations, it wasn't no screens being set. It's just somebody not guarding their man. And speaking of not guarding your man, please tell me who this dude is supposed to be guarding, bro. Who is he guarding? Oh, don't worry about it. There his man go right there, cutting out the corner for a wide open dunk. But I'm like, I bet. He probably just got distracted, had to go do something real quick. It happens, so I'm not tripping. But I'm in Mamba, so I come down and I take a shot right here. That's a good shot to me. But to these randoms, that's like a terrible shot. And if you gonna take that, you gotta make that. And as y'all can see, the dude in the corner, he didn't even run back on defense because he probably thought it was a bad shot or whatever. But right here's another advantage to having strength on your build, because as y'all can see, dude tried to body me up on the perimeter, but all I gotta do is spin off of him with that physical handles on gold, and that's an easy bucket. And like I said, bro, I'm in Mamba, the game is close, and I know that the dude guarding me really doesn't have that much defense on his build, because I'm really getting whatever I want. So I feel like it's only right to keep going at him, staying aggressive and trying to get some easy buckets. And even though we win in the game, as y'all can see, this power forward, he's starting to have like a little attitude problem. He's not coming back on D, and as you can see, he gets missed right there on the 3-point line, but I find somebody else wide open, because by the time I got the ball, he wasn't even open anymore. But dude misses the shot, and they get out on the break and scored an easy 2, so now it's starting to look bad. It's starting to go downhill. But this dude right here, bro, I have no idea why he kept trying to run the point, because clearly he has no idea what he's doing. And instead of just getting up out the way and giving me some room to operate, he's trying to set me a pick in the corner. But at this point, I know I got the strength advantage on my defender, so I just take him straight to the rim and I get the contact layup to go. And again, that's another benefit to having strength on your build, because now you can play through contact, finish through contact, and all that. And that's a total game changer, because over the years of 2K, we've been always trying to avoid contact. Especially if you were a guard, you're always trying to go around the defender, but now contact really isn't a bad thing. It can actually work to your advantage. So playing through contact is like a whole new world and a whole new skill set to develop in 2K. And if you don't want to get left behind and be out here getting bullied, I suggest you invest in strength on your build, because whether you like it or not, the game is completely changed. So you can stay in that old mindset and them old ways of making guard builds with no strength on them and thinking you're gonna get away with it. But if you find yourself getting bullied out here, don't call the game ass. Your build is ass. And it's ass because you don't want to move on and adapt to the new game. And as y'all can see, my teammates are looking like ass right now too, because I don't know what they're doing. They out here selling. And if you've been paying attention, you notice the power forward is out here flopping on the ground and giving up wide open threes. So this game is slowly but surely slipping away. And like I said, bro, when dudes start doing shit like this, I don't really pay it no mind. I don't pay it no attention. It be grown ass niggas in their room pouting on the controller, man. I ain't got time to address that, bro. These niggas are sad. And I really feel sorry for them, because it's clear that they're not right in the head. Because nigga like me, bro, if I don't like the way the game is going, I'ma either leave, turn off the system or something like that. There's no way I'm sitting in the game, flopping on the ground, not playing defense, and just wasting 30 minutes of my life. The way I see it, if you gonna stay in the game, you might as well play the game out. Especially a game like this where it's a winnable game, we only down 10 or whatever. We was actually winning the game until niggas start tripping. So if you really wanna lose the game that bad, just quit out the game and move on to the next one. I really don't understand why dudes be wasting their time, bro. And as y'all can see, that dude's man had 25 at the half because he just want to flop on the ground and let his man score. And look, I know that getting missed when you're open can be extremely annoying. I go through it every single day. But I still don't think that's any reason to start selling the game, especially a winnable game. Like, come on, bro. Niggas really gotta grow up on this game, bro. If I don't like the way a team is playing, I still play the game out. And after the game is over, you know what I do? I leave out the lobby. It's that simple. But right here again, another benefit to having that post game on your build. I put him in the post, hit him with the post spin, and that would have been an easy bucket, but he had to foul me. And against most point guards, them post spins are gonna work every single time. Because as y'all know, most PGs don't put interior defense on their builds. I mean, even the build right here that I'm on doesn't even have interior defense on it. So if he wanted to do the same thing to me, if he had post control on his build, he could definitely do it. But it ain't a lot of guards that actually utilize the post game. A lot of guards just put it up there to get the gold unpluckable. So that's why I don't really mind taking a risk with the low interior on my point guard. But we out on a break, man, and he hits this dude in the corner wide open for three, and he ends up shooting it very late. So at this point, I'm realizing like, yo, we're really cooked. But it's 3 minutes left in the third quarter, and we're only down 9, so it's still a winnable game, man. But look. So clearly, this dude is only here to troll, and he has no intentions on winning the game. And all this is because somebody missed them wide open in the first quarter. So because somebody missed you 1 or 2 times 2 quarters ago, now you're going to turn down a fast break dunk. So again, I have to ask, why even stay in the game? Why waste your time? Like, some of y'all dudes gotta look in the mirror and realize that you're a grown ass fucking man in your room throwing a tantrum on Xbox. You're literally sitting there pouting with a controller in your hand. You are sad, nigga. Why are you wasting your time? And it's mind-boggling to me because these dudes be complete ass and they know their ass. They know they get on this game and lose every single day. And when they finally got a chance to get a dub, they still want to throw the game away. I don't get it. But like I said, man, I'm going to ignore it, continue to hoop, because there's still plenty of time left, and we're only down 12, and I guarantee you, if this dude would just quit the game, I guarantee you we'd come back. So I'm just holding on to hope that he's going to come to his senses and get the fuck up out of here, but if not, it is what it is. Because like I always say, I know what I signed up for when I walk in the door with these dudes, man. So if I take an L, it's whatever. As long as I do what I'm supposed to do, I'm good. I'm going to live with the results, because I can't play the game for everybody out here. Everybody got to do their job. But people like this dude, this is the problem with the 2K community or the rec community, whatever you want to call it. They don't come in here to win. And if you're going to decide to throw a game because somebody missed you a couple of times in the first quarter or something like that, I hate to break it to you, but you're just a whole bitch. And you know, if it's kids or whatever, it's understandable because they don't know no better. But for y'all grown men, which is y'all 90% of the time, bro, you can't be out here in the rec acting like that, man. That's a really bad look. But as always, man, I appreciate all the support. Let me know what y'all think about the build and the gameplay in the comments. And if you ain't following me on Twitter, man, be sure to give me a follow over there at BeLikeDom. And y'all already know what it is, man. Stay up. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.